So I shaved my head about 5 months ago for cancer research. We raised over $18,000 and I like bragging about it. But before that I had really long hair and it was obvious that I was a girl. And ever since I've gotten my hair cut short, people often mistake me for a boy, which isn't discrimination. But for me, I get frustrated when people make assumptions because I don't wear makeup or because I wear, loose boy-like clothing. They automatically think that I'm a boy. And I know they don't intentionally mean it, but it's still kind of, I wish people would not make a big deal out of gender based strictly on appearance. I'll go into the women's room and I'll get weird looks. Little kids will ask me why I'm using the women's room, which is kind of, it's like, oh, okay. But I guess it's their problem. My name is Kayla. I'm 17. My preferred gender pronoun is she/her, female pronouns. My sexual orientation, by my definition, technically I'm a lesbian, but I don't like that word a whole lot. I don't know why. I prefer to be called gay. Started to feel different, I guess, which is kind of ambiguous, but I felt isolated from my friends around me and I didn't know why. So I looked up, I don't want to say symptoms because then it makes it sound like an illness, but I just kind of took some time to, isolate myself even more, which probably wasn't a good idea because then I started to feel worse about myself. But and then I guess I don't know. I have a formed memory, but I just remember one day realizing that that I was attracted to certain women. Know what we're for. And then I thought I was bisexual because that, I just thought it was bi. And then I went, and then eventually I realized I was like, nah, I like girls. So I'm in a band and I was playing we were playing a song that I had partially written. And I asked my mom to record it on my phone. And at the same time, I was having a conversation with my cousin about me possibly being gay. And I guess somehow, accidentally, my mom saw the text message and confronted me about it. And it was really rough at first. I was afraid to be at home for like a week. I wasn't in any danger or anything, but it was like this mental thing where I was really shaken up because I thought I had done such a good job of keeping it a secret when something like that happens. But it was a little rough because your parents want what's best for you, and for some reason they think that being gay is harder, which in some aspects it is. You have to deal with ignorant people, but really, if you're gay and you're open about it, at least in most parts of the world, you will be happier and it will be easier because you're able to be yourself. And then I came out to my smaller group of friends at the end of summer, going into junior year, and then I would come out to more and more people as the year went on. And then in February of 2013, I came out on Twitter, and then I was kind of like, whatever about it. When I was 16, the end of my junior year, halfway through my junior year, I was pretty secure in who I am. I was 15 when I came out to the first person, which was my friend Caitlin, who still is a very close friend of mine. That was at the end of my sophomore year. She was really cool about it, didn't make a big deal, didn't force me to tell anyone that I didn't want to. She just kind of, she kept it a secret for me, which was really cool, and she let me come out on my own terms, and I'm really thankful that I had that foundation. It's been really great so far. I've gone to some pride parades. They're really fun and really accepting. Although there is still discrimination within the LGBT community. There's a lot of bisexual erasure. People don't think that bisexuality is a real thing. And although I'm not bisexual, I still fight for people to understand that bisexuality is a real thing. So, I mean, there are closed-minded people in the LGBT community, unfortunately, that we have to deal with, but hopefully they just don't give us bad names. But other than that, I mean, it's fun to have like that community feel when you're with a bunch of people who are gay. Yes and no. I do feel like there are more, actors and actresses who are willing to come out and willing to be an active advocate and ally for LGBT rights. And I feel like in the media it's a really big thing, gay rights. So I do feel like our voices are being heard, but sometimes it's the negative voices that are heard, like the closed-minded people in the LGBT community, the extremists. There's this quote, the extremists rarely help their cause because the extremists are all that we hear, and that's often not how the community is. So, but the media attention, I think, generally is a positive thing, so I feel like we're represented pretty well. I think television shows are starting to be more proportionately correct when it comes to the ratio of straight to gay people. It's getting there. Could be better, but I think we're definitely headed in the right direction for better representation. It's not where it should be now, but I'm not complaining because compared to where we were to how it is now is good, and I think it can only